But I realized more, doing the podcast and just really digging deep, what you realize is everybody wants to be remembered, dog.
Yeah.
Nobody don't want to die. And you want to have something that you could say that you did or something that you stood for. And you don't care what it is. You just want to be able to put that feather in your cap. But but here's the thing, the Socratic method, asking questions. I don't get mad no more. I just ask questions.
Yeah.
Why would you think that's okay? I was on stage and this chick goes, I'm doing a Trump joke, and she goes, "Oh, the Mexican is gonna love this one." So it's two white ladies and a Mexican.
Oh, it's
chick,
on your
right?
Instagram, right?
Yeah, I put it on. I put it on.
I see that.
I put it on, and I go to the lady. She goes, well, she's our Mexican, and I go. So I do this joke about how I want racism to be better, but not perfect. Like I want it like a draft. Because without no racism, I'll have nothing to blame my unsuccessfulness on. and I go, but I want it better, but just like a breeze, like you felt that. Yeah. So like I'll be talking to a white guy and he'll be like, you know what the black community should do, and I go, did you feel that? I go, let me get my racist card again. All right, continue, Tom. Right. And I did the joke, and then she says, she's our Mexican, and I go, that was a tsunami. That was not a breeze.
That was a
and then I go to the lady, I go, you don't even understand why that's offensive. Well, we love her. I go, that's not what I'm saying. I go, you don't understand why it's offensive. Do you not understand? She's like looking at me, and I go, look, don't cry.
Yeah, she's tearing up. She's tearing up.
She's
tearing up.
She starts tearing up.
White girl shit. And the winner is?
I go, you gotta. I said, listen, I don't want you to cry, but I think you need to understand this, because this is an opportunity that I get to make you understand this.
Right. And
she's tearing up. I go, you don't even understand why that's offensive. And she goes, no, I don't. I says, okay, fair enough. I said, it's offensive because she's not your Mexican. You don't own her. Yeah. But we love her. We love her. And I go, and that's not what I'm inquiring. I said, but you can't say that. And so the other girl goes, well, it's better. And I go, so everybody go, I go, it's better. You think I don't get mad. I go, so you think it's better? She goes, yes, I think it's better. I go, so let me ask you something. Who would know it's better than you? You're Mexican or you? And she goes, I guess her. I go, why? She says, because she would experience it. And I go, exactly. I go, so she would know better than you. She goes, yeah. And then I go, black girl, is it better? She goes, no. I go, Indian girl, is it better? She says, no. I go, Asian girl, is it better? She goes, no. I go,
white.
You don't know.
She doesn't know. Clueless.
You have no idea. So you're making it, but you assume because you feel it's better. Because
that is white supremacy.
White privilege.
I mean, white privilege.
They just don't care.
Live in concert, baby.
They just don't care.
I said
they just don't give a fuck.
No, they don't care to educate.
That's what it is. I said, let me explain to you what white supremacy. White supremacy is this. A black fish swims up to a white fish and says, yo, the water's great today. And the white fish goes, what water?
God,
that's a great quote.
You're swimming in your privilege so much that you don't even understand what it is to not have that.
Isn't that shit crazy?
And I was like, you understand what I mean? And they were like, no. And everybody else was like, yeah, I get it.
Well, I think if we were white and we were trained in white supremacy and delusion, we would probably think we'd be like, what are you talking about?
It's funny. I was
like, you know what I mean?
I was talking to Truck about this, and I was saying, I was talking to Truck, and Truck said, and and I said, we were in hip hop. In hip hop, we were raised to be homophobic.
Yes.
That's the programming of hip hop.
Yes.
So in order you can't be you can't be not racist. You can't be not a homophobe. You got to be anti-homophobic. So you gotta actively stop it when it happens. And I said, and I was saying, and so we were talking about this, and he was like, "Oh, Terry Crews, he gay anyway." And I was like, "Why would you say that?" Well, if somebody grabbed my dick and blah 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 blah, and I like. he might be a punk. Doesn't mean he's gay. And even if he is gay, who gives a fuck? My point is, why is he a punk? Because you from the Bronx. How many dudes you know that are punks that don't stand up?
Right.
Get punked all the time.
All the time.
So if that happened in Hollywood and you ain't really got that heart,
Nah.
especially if you think it's gonna cost you your
Right,
your
of
gig.
course not. Right.
So I
and you
go,
with your YA
and I go, well, why does that have? I go, him being a punk. What does that have to do with him being gay? Like I don't like.
Yeah, that has nothing to do.
Dog, I know
there are not gay dudes that aren't punks. That aren't punks. That
and
will
there's
knock
gay
you the
dudes
fuck
that
out.
are punks. And there's
punk
straight
has nothing to do with your sexual preference.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Period. So
exactly.
It's like, that's
so
silly.
let's. But I said, dog, we're programmed to be homophobic, and you listen to hip hop. That's what it was. That was the accepted. And so now it's changing, but you got to work hard to kind of you always got to turn it around. Do you know what I mean? You got to
but I would like to put the homophobia on race, but it's hard to because there's racism in the gay community.
Yeah, but there's racism in the black community.
Right. What racism in the black community?
Come on, dog.
No power to be racist. No power. No power. No power. We have racism is a power thing. It's a power structure.
How about this?
I'm saying
I was a light-skinned dude, grew up in Bed-Stuy in the 90s.
Yes.
I had to fight more than anybody else because I was handsome.
No,
I was soft.
Son of a bitch.
I was. Let's be honest.
I know what it's like to be fight and be handsome. I get it.
Yeah, but here's
what
the
about
thing.
when you're dark and handsome? That is always racist against the light skinned ones because if you're because they don't think dark people can be handsome.
But you're saying
they were like you're saying,
but it's not
racism. It's colorism, bro. It's colorism. Because listen,
okay, all right. If you're saying because it's structural, you're saying because it's systemic.
You could have a point because of the brown bag test that they used to do with some of the sororities back in the days.
To accuse you had to be darker than a brown bag.
Yeah, AKAs had to be lighter than
so did the Alpha
Blue Vein Society.
Alphas had to be lighter.
Like that in a way, yes. There's some racism.
And the Kappas,
there. We were
you had to pass a comb through your hair.
Comb through your hair it had to be wavy.
Oh, yeah.
Because of they wanted to be closer to white.
It was
accepted
programmed.
by white. So it's almost like adopted racism.
Sure.
Because you can say the racism is there because you're keeping people from progression.
Sure.
Right. That's what
right.
Right.
And we did that
you're right
each
on
other.
that part.
That's all I'm saying.
Because you're keeping people from progressing. Like, you're not allowed in here. You're not allowed here.
Right.
You don't get this school privileges.
But Jordan made dark-skinned dudes handsome.
Oh, yeah, no doubt.
That
Michael
changed
Jordan,
the game.
Fucking right.
I know. As soon as Michael Jordan came out, I was having a rough time. It was a drought.
Yeah, you
I had to
and
work a
Elder
little
Barge were done.
Me,
Take
El,
down your stupid
Christopher
posters.
Williams.
Am I dreaming? Shut up. Light-skinned motherfuckers are done. You're done. You're fucking. Even your dark-skinned fathers came out and said, "If it wasn't for me, his motherfucker wouldn't be here."
But then Obama came and we was back again. We back in the game.
Obama came, and you guys came, but not as a.
He
We
was
still
president.
But Jordan is still the man.
Both from Chi-Town, too.
Listen. We had Jordan, Shaq, Snipes. We had a lot of motherfucking Denzel. We were good. We stayed.
Yeah.
But if you think about it, it doesn't even matter at this point.
It doesn't,
because we're all getting shot.
Right.
So